Hey, what's up everybody, Cubfan here, and welcome to episode 182 of Cubfan's Minecraft Let's Play. Today, as I said guys, this is going to be more of a technical Let's Play episode, so let's go ahead and get started. So I want to start today out here by the teleporter, the wireless teleporter. If you remember, we have a solid state teleporter, if you will, down here. The disadvantages of this are that it's really expensive. You have to run a redstone line. Let me just show you. A redstone line all the way out to where you want to teleport, but it does work. It's the most consistent of all the teleporters. But yeah, we want to do a wireless one properly here, and it turns out that the wireless one we have out here right now is not reliable anymore due to a change in glass pane hitboxes, in boat hitboxes actually. It's a small change that was made, but it doesn't really affect anything other than this teleporter. So let me get my Silk Touch pick. I'll show you the problem here. So let me explain the teleporter here and what it's supposed to do and why it doesn't work in 1.8.6, and then I'll go over how we're going to fix it. So, as I said, this is a wireless teleporter. It works by first suspending the Ender Pearl in a stasis chamber. So this is what this part is up here. This is an Ender Pearl stasis chamber. And so that basically suspends the pearl so it doesn't land, so you're not teleported. And basically then we have a receiver down here. This is the receiver, and this is supposed to work only when this glass pane hitbox is changed to a hitbox that looks like this. That looks like this right here. So whenever you look at this glass panes used to update globally. They still sort of do, like when you shoot an arrow into them, but not as well as they once did. So this is kind of inconsistent. So you'll see when I look at this used to push the boat onto the pressure plate, and when that happened you would get this. So this would happen, and then the pearl falls, and then you're teleported. So that's what used to happen, but as you saw, the output here doesn't change now when you look at the glass pane. You have to instead do something like that, and then you see it sort of turns on, but not really. Yeah, you saw it turn on once there, but it doesn't really work that well anymore. It might be because I have so many colored stained glass panes in this area, but it's probably because, let me turn this off. It's probably because boats change slightly as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear this down here, because this is not what we need anymore. Just going to get rid of all this stuff. And let me go ahead and go down to the redstone testing facility and just grab all this and show you what we're going to do to fix this. So let me grab the rest of this stuff, just like this, and there we go. Okay, fantastic. So let's go ahead and get down there. We'll get down to the redstone testing facility in our ravine. Oh, we're on top of the tree farm. Alright, so it's down this way. Get down here. And we'll just toss ourselves right into here. Here we go. Okay, let me get rid of these slimes and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got rid of the slime, and now we're ready to see how to fix the wireless receiver. So the way to do this is kind of crazy. It sort of is similar to the boat trick that Static discovered about 2 years ago. But this was recently rediscovered by a guy called Saya28 on the Redstone Reddit. So you place down a sticky piston facing upward with a iron bar on top, and then place a armor stand on that. The reason we're using iron bars here is because their hitbox is more consistent than glass panes now. And then what you do, you go ahead and set up like a little bit of a tripwire system here. So I'll put 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here, and we'll get out some tripwire hooks. Put one on each there, and then the string connecting them. Alright, fantastic. And then we're going to go ahead and get up here. We're going to push this armor stand to the northernmost quarter. I think this is north. Yeah, northernmost quarter of the iron bar. So to do that, we're going to place down 2 fences here. We'll go ahead and place down some blocks here. Sticky piston right there. And then another brick fence right there. It doesn't have to be nether brick fence. It can be any type of fence, by the way. And then we're going to have redstone block right there. That pushes the armor stand in. And then we're just going to take everything down here. And you'll see this armor stand is now on the northernmost quarter. Yep, there we go. On the northernmost quarter of the iron bar. And then your signal is going to come out of these tripwire hooks. So let me just put some redstone down here. That's not underneath it. There we go. So there's our signal coming out. We'll just put like a piston or something down here to indicate the output. And then we just got to hook this up. So we'll hook this up to like a comparator clock here or something. So let's just do that real quick. So we'll have something like this and like this. And then we'll have a repeater right here on single tick. And then we'll have a lever to control it. So what should happen now, if we have, say, let's say a regular iron bar here, and then an iron bar that's like that, whenever we update it to this iron bar, we should see that piston extend. So let's go ahead and test it out. So let's make sure we are in this state of iron bar, this cross state here. So there we go. Nothing's happening. There's no output right now. But take a look. Watch what happens when I look at this iron bar. See the piston moving now? Look away. Nothing happens. Look back. And you see the piston there moving. Yeah, whenever you look at this. It doesn't happen when you look at the southern one. Only when you look at the northern one. So that's kind of bizarre. But that's how we're going to fix it. So this is the sort of the new and improved wireless receiver. And you'll see you can reactivate it and it still works. So you look at the northern bar. Piston's activated. Look away and it's not. So, yep, this is the new sort of standard for wireless receivers, in my opinion. So this is what we're going to use to fix it. So let's go ahead and head up, and we're also going to add a few more things and take away a few things from the teleporter. So I'll show you that as well. Alright, so we have the same setup now as we did back there, except the armor stand is on the eastern quarter of the iron pane, and we got the same sort of comparator clock here. I've had a little bit of trouble with this design, getting it to work consistently, and also some problems when leaving the area. So we're going to test this out and see if this works, but we might have to do something else in terms of like the clock. I have an idea in mind if this doesn't work, but let's try this out. So if we get down here, well, actually, yeah, well, let's just do this. This should reset it, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it's working now. Everything's fine and dandy here. Let's get out our iron bars. Right, so if we look at this, nothing, right? Yep, okay, and we look at this, it should teleport us. I think. One of these, there we go. Yep, alright. Alright, so that works fine. That worked fine there. That's still up on the right level. Let's try it again. At this time, let's try and walk away from this design. We should be able to make a clean getaway, but we will see. Like I said, I've been having trouble with the armor stand falling and prematurely stopping this stasis chamber. So let's see what happens here. It might be because I have so many iron bars. Yeah, yeah. Darn it. Yeah, so this doesn't really work at all, it turns out, I think. So check out what happens if you turn this off. Sometimes it'll fall down, but then it picks it back up. I don't even know. Yeah, I think this does not work at all, to be honest with you. So, yeah, that's no good. Okay, guys, so let me just shut this down for a moment here. So I'm very much more confident in this design than any other design. So this is a design by Ultimate Redstone. This is what I used for my previous Ender Pearl teleporter, wireless teleporter, which I showed a couple months back. So this one seems a lot more reliable than the other one, so check this out. So if I look at this glass pane, nothing happens. But if I look now, you'll see, yep, well, it takes a little bit of time, but you'll see these, there it is. The redstone torch on the right hand side came on. If I look away, it goes off. And if I look back, it takes a little bit of time, but you see the minecart stops going up and down, and torch comes on again. Yeah. That's definitely a lot more reliable. Wow. No doubt about that. Alright, so let's silk touch these puppies. Okay. So let's start up this contraption here. The Enderpearl stasis chamber. I think this is solid here. This Enderpearl stasis chamber. I went ahead and got rid of some stuff, by the way, on the side of this. Still some stuff I need to clean up, but let's just try this out. So we need to get some ender pearls. Let's run and grab some. But hopefully this will be a lot more reliable than the armor stand. I was confident that would work. I've seen it work for other people, but yeah, it must be something with iron bars in this area or in Zerzera is causing it to fail or something. So ender pearls, yeah, need to get some of those. So let's go around here. Up we go. Into here. Alright, got some. Fantastic. Let's get out here. So yeah, I've been testing this for a couple hours. Trying to figure out what's going on, but I think this design will work for us. I think this will work. Pretty confident. So, get this. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Stasis chamber works. Let's do a quick test here real fast. So, nothing happens. And then we do this. And again, this does take a little bit more time because there's a delay built into it. There we go. So that worked. And now for the real test, for the distance test, we should be able to walk away from this thing and not have it activate on us. So let's test it out and make sure. Let's try and go out to the lighthouse, I guess. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we're not teleported back. But I'll make my way out to the lighthouse and I'll be back hopefully there if we're not teleported before that. Alright, so we made it without teleporting. This is about, I don't know, 700, 800 blocks away from our house. So this is the lighthouse here. Let's go ahead and actually build a little mechanism here to so that we can teleport back. So let's dig in here. We should probably put it here, I'd say. Alright, put that there. Dig in here. We'll put a bit of redstone down here like this. And like that. And then we just need a pressure plate on top. Do we have... Should have some stuff, yeah. 2 pieces of wood. There we go. So we'll just do that. And then we'll put this... Ooh. Yeah. Okay, this is right. This is right. So we'll just put this here. And then we'll put a block back here. And then when we step on this... Hopefully it teleports us after a second or two. Yep, there we go. Ta-da! Ha-ha! Alright, it works again. Thank God. Man. I had to work on this for a while to get that to work. But yeah, that works flawlessly now. So yeah, normal glass panes are the way to go. Definitely, I would say. Alright, I'm going to perform one more test. I'm going to try and go all the way out to the Guardian farm, about 6,000 blocks away, and try it from out there. So, yeah, you see we already got it working here, so shouldn't be too much of a issue to get it caught, maybe? Okay. Yep, there we go. Okay, so let's go out to the Guardian farm now. And it takes a while to get out there, even going through the nether, so I'll be back once we're done with this. Alright, so I made it out here to the Guardian Farm. Very nice. I haven't been teleported yet, so let's go ahead and bail out of this. Where'd our boat go? Over there? Okay. And we already have this portion set up for our teleporter, but this is when we had the stained glass panes. I don't think it'll work with stained glass. Maybe it will. Let's see. I don't think it will. No, it doesn't. So we gotta switch this to normal glass, because normal glass is different from stained glass in terms of like the ID and everything. So let's try this. This should work now, I think. Hey, there we go. Nice. Nice. And yeah, I added this little reset here as well. So now, you see it stopped since we teleported. Hit that button, it'll restart. Alright, so here's the final version of, I guess, the fix to the fix of survival wireless teleportation. So, what we added a 2-tick repeater here, powering this piston to give the bottommost piston a block update to make sure it doesn't stall when we leave the area. So that's one modification we made. We also added a line up here, this torch tower here, to reset the system whenever it stalls. So like right now it's stalled, but we want it off because we don't want it to be making noise all the time. And then this bit right here, we have a little clock here with a combination of Ultimate Redstones and Code Crafted's designs for their wireless receiver. And then we have this extra little bit here to extend the signal to make sure we don't get any false positive readings. And this actually is the thing that stops the stasis chamber, so the blocks stop moving back and forth, the pearl falls, and you are teleported. So, hopefully you guys understood that. If not, don't worry about it. Just know that this can teleport us from anywhere to here. So, pretty cool. So guys, what I'm doing now is I'm crafting up a bunch of different glass colors, all the different colors actually, in preparation for, whoop, forgot the black one there. There we go. In preparation for making the Impossible Beacon, also known as the Prism version 2. So Prism version 2 is an invention that I made a while back actually, and it's actually capable of producing 275 different colors of beacon. So the idea is we're going to have that beacon out at 0, and the villagers will be able to walk on pressure plates, and those pressure plates will change the color of the beacon. So we'll have the pressure plates like going into houses, going into restaurants, stuff like that, and the villagers' movement will determine the beacon color. So the idea is every time you come back to the village, every time we go back to the village, we'll see a different color. So that should be pretty cool. I got a beacon right in here, so I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab a boatload of iron. There we go, boatload of iron, because we want to make it a maximum effect beacon. We got some stuff in here as well to help us build. A lot of redstone's going to go into this, so yeah, I've stocked up. I got to grab another ender chest. Do I have one in here? No, I'll make one though. I'll make one here. I think we got obsidian somewhere around here, I think. Maybe? Hopefully. Maybe not. We got some out at 0 though, so I'll go ahead and hop on out there. We'll make an ender chest so we can have access to those resources. I think I got everything else we need, so I'll meet you guys out there. So the Impossible Beacon, or the Prism version 2, where's it going to go? Well, it's actually going to go right underneath this beacon. So it's going to be kind of cool. It's going to look like this beacon here is actually changing color when there's nothing above it. So it's going to look pretty cool. We got to get rid of these mob heads for the moment. Mostly because I don't want to lose them. There we go. And we're full on inventory space, so let's just do this. I'm going to plop this down right here for now. And take out some of this stuff, and we're going to put these in there. So, put this in there. We're going to switch out some of this stuff. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So, let's go ahead and also get some other chests going on here, because we're going to need a little bit of storage space for this project. There we go. I'll just put a double chest, let's say there. I'm just going to pop all this in there. this, and that should be good. Okay, so what we got to do is we got to start digging down. Let me grab the silk touch pick here. We're going to dig down beneath this beacon, so this beacon's going to turn off temporarily. And we're going to go pretty far down, actually. And we have to clear out an area so that this is exposed to the sky. So we can put it, so the beacon beam can come through this beacon. So this beacon's actually just going to be a display beacon, really. It's not going to be active, but the one below will be. So it's going to look like this one is. That's why it's called the impossible beacon, because it doesn't make any sense how it's shining when there is, and changing color when there's no visible stuff at the surface. So, let's go ahead and dig on down here. It's going to be, we're going to need a big area. So I'm just going to dig out a 3x3 down quite a ways. Not too far, though. It is kind of a big build, though, so we'll see. Looks like there are caves beneath here as well, so we got to be a little careful down here. Alright, so apparently underneath of this beacon, just been digging down here to find a spot to put this. We got a massive ravine. This is both good and bad. It's good because we don't have to clear a lot of space, and it'd be easier to run the redstone. It's bad because bad stuff can spawn there. So, yeah, kind of a double-edged sword here. But, yeah, dang. I did not expect this at all. Okay, everyone, so we're going to go ahead and put the beacon right here, which means most of our build's going to be out this way, and it's all going to come in from the eastern half of the city, like the redstone and stuff. So, let's see. We got to get down and put down the beacon blocks first. So hopefully we don't have the floor fall beneath us here. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and build this up. Alright, so we got the beacon complete. I got the full beacon here, and we got haste 2 at the moment. And now it's time to start building the actual mechanism here. So it's going to be about 8 blocks tall from this beacon upward. So that gives you an idea of how tall it's going to be. And it's going to be, I think it's about like 12 or 13 blocks deep in this direction. So yeah, I think we're safe here. I don't think anything can drop on us except from above. And I don't think they'd drop that far to kill us. So, yeah, I think we should probably go ahead and start building this. I'll do like a little time lapse here, and let's start the build. Alright, everybody. So we got the first part of the beacon done. So this is the primary colors piston tape. So we have every color represented here, including a solid block to turn the beacon off, and a clear block to make it just the default beacon color. You'll see right now it's orange, but if I hit this button here, that's on this redstone, the pistons will activate in sequence, and it'll change it to red as the next color. So let's just see that. There you go. So this piston fires, then this one, the one in the back left, and then the one in the back right, and then, yeah, when you press it again, it happens again in the same order. So yeah, that is the first part of the beacon done. Now we have to work on the secondary and tertiary colors, and that involves a little bit more intense redstone. It involves an RS NOR latch array. So let's get to work on that. Alright, so we made a little bit of progress here. We've got the first set of secondary blocks up here. So you see they're all connected to sticky pistons. And we're going to go ahead and make our array right here. So all the lines are going to come in like this. Actually going to be up, they're going to be like this. But they'll be like that with a repeater at the end. Just like that. And so each of these will go to a separate like villager house or something. And that will like change the beacon color depending on which villager steps on which pressure plate. So we're going to go ahead and make the array now. You see I've already sort of started this. We have 2 independent RS NOR latch arrays with one sort of overriding piston tape pusher, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, we're going to make the array here. We're going to have some repeaters on here like this. We'll need some torches, and then we'll need to go ahead and put down our hoppers and our droppers down below. So yeah, still a lot of work to do here, so I'm going to go ahead and get working on that. Okay, so I have one half of the array done already, so let's just go ahead and demonstrate this. So here's what it looks like in the back. So I'll go ahead and try to explain this as best I can. So again, the input comes from the front into these blocks here with the buttons on it. And that signal goes through these repeaters here. The repeaters then update the droppers, and the dropper dispenses its item into the hopper, and then this redstone line there turns off that torch, and yeah, there'll be an item in that hopper. This dropper will then be totally empty because the redstone torch locks that hopper there. With nothing in this dropper, that means that the torch will turn on since the comparator will see there's nothing in the dropper. And so once that happens, like I said, the torch turns on and the redstone activates, and the appropriate line puts the appropriate colored glass block over the beacon. So let me just show you here. I also have jump boost on, by the way, for the from the beacon. Jump boost 2, that's pretty helpful. So let's just say we do this line. This line is orange, so we should see the beacon. It's like black now, so it should turn like a black orange. There you go, black orange. And then let's say we do this one, which is green. We should see the orange turn off, and it should turn to like a black green here. There's black green. This should be black yellow. Or not. The heck? Let's try... okay. This needs to be switched up a little bit. There we go. Just like that. That's better. Alright, so it's black yellow now. Let's just try that again. So black orange here. Black yellow. And then this should be black magenta. There we go. Nice. Alright, so it's working. Yeah, so now the only thing we have left to do is to hook up this array here. So we're going to have to make another set of pistons with glass, and we'll also put in a reset line and a master override for the bottom portion. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll be back once I'm done. Alright everyone, so we got the second half of this array now complete. Let me show you exactly what we can do with this now. So, yeah, so basically what we got, this button up here, this will change the base color of the beacon. So you see it's magenta now. Now it's lime green. I'm just going to change it until it's, yeah, that's the base color there. So now we can add 4 more colors here, 4 more secondary colors, or these can also be turned into tertiary colors. So let me show you here. So let's just see if we can get a secondary color in here. So let's get a red secondary color. So there's the base color and red. Let's say we want to switch it to black. There's the base color in black. This is the base color in lime green, and this is the base color in blue. So now if we want to make this a tertiary color, we'll just reset the whole thing. So we can have a secondary, let's say this is a secondary green here. Let's make it a secondary dark green. So there's the dark green, and then the tertiary color we'll make, let's say, red. So there you go. So that is the base beacon color, red and green. And then if we wanted to say change it, let's change it to something else. Change the base color. You can see it cycles through different shades of red and green. So pretty cool. And that one's off. So we'll go to the next one. Yeah, so different shades of red and green here. And then if we want to clear that, we can see what the base color was, and the base color there was lime green in that case. So yeah, that's it. The whole Prism version 2 is now complete here. It's looking pretty good, I have to say. A lot of resources in this, but it'll be really cool once we hook it up to all the houses and stuff. I'm not going to do that quite yet, just because I want to see, once we move villagers in, what sort of buildings they get to first, like which ones they congregate in. That way we can have a beacon that changes frequently. But eventually, like I said, all these will be like this, and so we'll have, you know, lines coming in like this, and like that, for all these. So we'll get rid of these buttons eventually and just make all the lines come in here, and they'll, you know, spread out like a little fiber network or something. It'll be cool. Anyway, yeah, that's it for the Beacon version 2. Pretty darn cool. I should switch it to something cool. Let's get a cool color here. See, there's the base beacon. Let's see, there's pink. What color do we want here? Do we want yellow? There's like a dark gray. There's a blue. Let's do blue. Blue and blue. It's purple, and let's make it a dark purple. There we go. Dark purple. Cool. Alright, that's cool. So, let's get back up top and see what it looks like out there. Alright, everybody, so there it is, the Impossible Beacon, a colored beacon with no colored glass above it. Of course, we know it's powered by the Prism version 2 beneath, but shh, don't tell anybody, they won't notice. Yeah, we put the heads back, we put the emerald block back, and we got a little creative. We put a cobblestone wall in there as well, underneath, so it looks like there's just solid blocks underneath. But yeah, I'm super excited to see this thing start changing colors on its own when we hook the Prism version 2 up to pressure plates throughout Xera. So we got to get building some villager homes and move some villagers in quite soon. So yeah, looking forward to that, guys. But I think that's going to be it for me today. So let's head back to the base and we will see who today's highlighted channel is. So today's highlighted channel is Shikal, hopefully I'm spelling this right, Fitri. And Shikal last time suggested that we put a number of different sections in our library, for example, like nonfiction, fiction, fantasy, you know, different book sections based on genres. So that was a great idea. Thank you for the idea, Shikal. We will do that next time. And this is your Mind Shack. Let's see how you do against the other competitors. Alright, guys. So, actually, I misspelled Shikal's name, so sorry about that, but I fixed it. Second week in a row that's happened, but also second week in a row we didn't get any diamonds, unfortunately. We did get the following resources, though. We did get a little bit of redstone, so that is always welcomed, always appreciated. And that's going to be it for me today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. For next time, leave a comment on what sort of short stories I should put in the library. Should I put stories about Minecraft? Should I put, like, actual short stories? If you have any suggestions, let me know, guys. So thanks for watching. This has been CubFan. Goodbye.